Kati wakasa de tudwa se wo NPP na wo NDC a NDC mujo echen NPP
Ghana mabunu afi no anya mfinhia edun otwe wom ne UTV kase edi nkomo afi so mbeto aba ana so monto aba no wom ne edi nkomo
Zoom line adwuma ekuo no eni eku ahodo aka wonti apama no edwendwen kwampa ebefa so a bola dodo na ne plastic ebitima hwe na yetusu sa ewo man mu
awusafo we eka nkomo ahodo a yede bremu eho akenkanfo ye me David Ofori Safo Menemia
Sadat Mohammed
Aveyebora ensemno emo Obani ono na etu franka de ama NPP amanyukuno afia bato a ebaso my Ghana mo His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Baumia na pani akwaprobo ewo framantam no emo eho no ne Ghana de hye edi nkomo no ode atudwa chese afi 7 December ene beto aba no na se eto aba ni wie a wie be na nadwona electoral commission bebo ni din se ono ena fia bato no wadi nkunim ewo mu.
Today I have been touring over 200 constituencies in Ghana, and I can tell you from what I've seen today, I know we are winning this election. We are winning this election. You will hear by midnight of the 7th of December that MPP has won this election. It is going to be clear. Don't worry. You can see that the NDC know they are losing this election. They know. Because we have 6 weeks to the election, isn't it? 6 weeks. But today, after being a minority for 8 years, they want to be a majority for 6 weeks. I don't know if that makes sense. They want to be a majority for 6 weeks because they know they are losing this election. This election is about our future. When the former president was president, he told us all the meat was finished and we're left with the bones. Isn't that the case? He cancelled teacher training allowance. He cancelled nursing training allowance. The health insurance collapsed. We had done so for 4 years. So today he says he wants to come back. Do you want him to come back? Do you want him to come back? No, we don't want him to come back. We are a party that believes in possibilities. We think everything we put our mind to, we can do it. It is possible.
Titina ni edema chinyamanyuko NDC enwura Johnson Asiedu enketia opanyide na proba kwa kopimo German North abato mpisua so na bra woni ade hyene kasa no na wuchirim se wo NPP na wo NDC atimi hunu se NDC amanyuko na sunjo mu papa apa o se na num ho yenhwe ne ekoso wo NPP amanyuko bibie dia dance se NPP enema enhye danko enti Ghana fo pempunto ne nkankwa December boso abato ne duru ho no mo a yento efama NDC
sensia baby ayejina o hwede MPP for ya no o party mo a o ti asia eneyi every say mo party mrawo party constitution wo Marco abato ewo primary mo constitution so tell say ye to aba na wa nwini a yo be nwini no mo nyina mo nkamu na mo kwata ni chi afiwe MPP MPs 24 ena wamulusu primaries 24 no emu 22 ati asia wamoni MPP party eya aduma ena mienu aka se wamo nti asie Wama ya sombratie enti wama twe wama free party wama ko kontekro na se ya party a empanimfo no di se esa mra ne di chichiri party no eye den ena se abedru se wama wini wama lusu a wama ti ase se yan ko ba bia ya be som party wamuna party MPP party panifo ebo wamanu say woman koko insecure the rights of two people wamuna ya sombrache say woman lusu kura wamoko enti say oyasa say wo boabo party fo ano ama wama akọ supporto wamu ya indiscipline wama ka say wamu new party mraso wamoko na uka nipa 22 no aka no ne abefra say we a good party nipa ulusu ya waje atum say oni ebe ya adwuma na bom ebra so say munyina mo sorry na mu di party panifo achi na omo ko fighting for the rights of nipa mienu a omo ya asombrache say omo ko amracha say ye yi omo free party no afa ya ko kuma omo na omo metra mu a we a party ni a tirabi ya to aba na ulusu a so ba den ta so ba ti atua Ezuti say mo ye party leaders na mo susu say mo constitution mo di say enya adwuma ebe ya adwuma
Ghana mabunu a afei no anya mfinhia edu enwotwe omo nto abada afei eno mbeto aba edikan omo ne UTV kase edi nkomo na ebi se afei aba no ombeto bi nso se omo nto na omo mbeto no kyese sede ahokyere wo mamu niemamu aidin no omo koto aba ama mampani abeba ma niemamu ayembre ede ama omo.
4 years ago me started business with 3,000 Ghana cedis. Now home shop no me kotonya ma me use taxi na me de ba emuye ma but this time the 3,000 call market I me use small box na me de ba until the only thing na me ti this me nya brace me to aba no inflation akọ high tie pa mo show you three we are suffering nti omungugu nya me muma he pa na yesa dia eyeye
person de na senior amambo no tie no nye sisi ano nye sa ne tie e na wohwe ende susu a nyoma kwa na ekosoro e na ye ntimi kura ntua ye rent ntimi ntua ye bills e na wohwe a nyoma e basa ye nto ade school so omu ewie school a omu ba omu menye adwuma papa bi anye ntina ma oman no hu se uko ana oba ubisa we iska osi onibi ubisa we osi sei nti emu adin nipa obeba na say bia within 2 weeks ana say within 1 year akra na obesesa ma oman na asesa akra na ese ma ono eba na ye hotoyen nti no me meto abade a me meto mandisi
although bibia akoso normal de banyoma mu aidin dodo eso osesa maye na youth no yenya bibi ese yenya hwenye upa adwuma nso a ega se eye den maye ti aka nze eti metu aba fiase chese be boy nuanu nketu am taba ni ba no osesa nyoma no be sa e too much nyoma nto no mututum ti ese yetuma MPP no sa koso a fiase chese maye.
Most times we listen to the manifestos and promises from these politicians, and at the end of the year we are going to suffer for 4 years, so I don't see the need in voting.
I didn't see I feel person to abandon say we can't even buy kinky. He said kinky you have 15 cities back up. You understand? And they say and muko kwa you go the more wa wundi. You understand? And he say man my day. It's no it's a person minimum ya dream say I can feel inquiry. We've not voted before, so we've decided to vote this year.
I'm actually a first-time voter, and then if I'm being honest with you, I don't really see any reason to vote, you know, putting all these factors that's happening in the country in place. If I'm really willing to vote, I think what would be the major thing that would influence me is maybe someone whose policy speaks volume about our healthcare and our employment in the country. So I think those are the two factors that will push me to vote this year.
Zoom live adwumakuo no ene eku ahodo aka wontoma pama no to adwenkwampa ebefa so abola dodo na no ye plastic anase rubber no ye betime tu so sa ewo my Ghana emu. Associate Professor Sustainable Development Law Dr. Ebenezer Lai ene Central for Kasaya na muntu odegu apono so no o chirechire.
The whole point in say per se develop a new innovations materials beboa to reduce plastics away in system nim into so Ghana ha plastics will be it creates a lot of problems into through young innovations now per se Ghana for develop the necessary innovations for Ghana for to use reduces our plastic waste. The alternatives, a mixture of obviously biodegradable ni biwoho. But first, was a movie away from single-use plastics. That has to be the first thing. Now, I was a juma in tandem with biodegradable. We was a putting in place also a number of policies which incentivize, encouraging for say use biodegradable options rather than the plastic, because plastic need cheap, very convenient, and so we need those different policies in choose the alternatives rather than the plastic, because plastic to be honest they're high in power you to me who in talk a crazy to me say for especially wakra into and a lot of that is to do with plastics now choky into it's a problem that is overwhelming us, and the first thing I was saying is was a divisive plan potentially to ban single-use plastic, but at the same time you remember call for an alternative and to make sure that to make the right behavioral choice to me choosy alternative.
Into old plastics, no boss was system, no as find new one, no as produce more plastics, no sense was system. Into the approach in the same. Mass education will be anti-assay. Who use plastic we are, Sikawum, into Fatun chain. Na yenye den yen fa ne recycle for different container obetime fa package bia ope bia na wa choro ho plastics only u school u fie u shop anywhere na wa den wo de ogu ho u ya na wa kwakoton so to na say recycle just plastics never in the year free system it eventually near then near recycle we say do na ebe new ones ebe no na so what it plastics are who gutters any beaches any places how can say Ghana if you nyina ebe then ebe bafo
na yedemo ko Director General Adama SSNIT Ura Kofi Osafomafo Bosompem obani kese ehia abanwumaku ahodo no ompanifo ena omo asasa yadwen na ho na ode to onim se ebim nam ena omo kaso SSNIT adwuma no enche na agu eba ne sa adwumafo nteto no ebeyira obani kire se SSNIT adwumaku no enwu ne na guchina
emfa se media anase Nkrofo bi di assemble to just say ILO reports bi abana ILO reports na nsema wom ne say SSNIT yesha by 2036 na SSNIT kra egu na yedi betudwa no ha yie ha pensioners nso yie because omunyina obi otifi ogene sika de se yeka SSNIT begu ebe ha ne yie nti ye adwen say yebisi dwom na afa ye ne stakeholders edinkita ho afa SSNIT pension scheme no. Now, one of the most important stakeholders, academia, our lecturers, our teachers, and so on. I think they are one of the most important stakeholders. Afi insuno se insisem bia beba sini si run SSNIT mu ana sini si run your pensions no ma. If you more lectures insu betima boa pa. Betimi de madrin if so mo school edu akyire na ɔmo nso deɛ ɛno ani adesua ya nti si yɛhwɛ mu no si yɛbɛhyia ne ɔmo di nkɔmmɔ fa pensions boa yankasa ɛbɛsan aboa pensions industry na mu na ɛbɛsan aboa Ghana for workers nyinaa nti ɛno nso ne yɛbɛhyia bi no patch sɛ scheme no ɛbɛgu ne yɛnso ne patch no sɛ scheme no deɛ ɛnya nkɔ baabia ɔmo nya awerɛhyɛ mu sɛ scheme no deɛ is Bruni Bessia, it's resilient. The fundamentals are very good. Into SSNIT pension schemes near your performance. If free time of COVID started, so who say your performance improve it.
In terms of investments?
In terms of investments, in terms of your net contributions, in terms of the way we are managing costs. Nina ya yiri hopa si di hujuma. Into SSNIT scheme no dear near person ubia nyahunti asiane say the SSNIT scheme is here to stay. If you say SSNIT fiasia 1991 was saying you miss a pension payment da and you ever miss it. Na scheme no so see hwemu a you improve it. So share time you the process pensions so improve it. So share technology and you apply improve it. Say obi to me share the phones obi nya statement ni nyina ye improvements ye there employers almost to me enya information nyina omo pay wo omo phones ni ade nti ye improve it ye that boss it ban.
I'm young kure woni ngu pram about tompiso so na on sam so bi a e bona kwana obedience so na sai pa nti mra se bedwani wo sene se ni ye wonhwe ontu hwana mo fa bom
ade no mu se ensam so no akoye so be fidi bi wonom afenso enya ade a ebo akonia bedie ensam kra o se asemi omode ato omumra shebedwani odmunyafo Samuel Nate George enim afa omudisi omakache no nanso so bibie ni won mo ma ya fa ho
le papa enya ize se si aha ye won se bia obi fle le ko no e ba asade a this ogina e kwanu ye two road se sade abedan one it obi ba na usu ba ji so tue no nipa besan ho asana eden e be ye de ba ye complete e do vote tamu no oba na oba ka kire se oba be ye se vote manu a okọ aji se afi bo ni na ye de nsi kro abio
mi mami omu yare omu ko hospital a bre omu bre wa ha no enye easy me see pregnant women when they are sick and they are passing on this road it's not easy it means stress aban muti eka na mu be ya bibi e wo bridge ni hu e maye dia yam ya pa ni se o na bo Sam George bridge we wo ha e ko nipa nipa pra wo ha e na udi billboard e be see ha se the young 40 mile ahwan for me see this 2024 o na bo Sam George ahwan for be vote out
ke wa hien ho na wa nge kompo na ke wo ya bato mle ne wa ke wa su bato pe wa na problem e hane wange sisilu keke bi onenga wa miklimi opo e pe fort ke hawo ne ho hien mi o eye adesa ma hien ho 9 months fu e keke e ape problem ke hawo no wa hien aye ke bo mi na ye bo na ke da wa lo
asa won yim cheye bra ni che na SSNIT nga breach no chapi no e ke pi ma da egbo lo e pi mi kan wa vote George ke ba ye ke blongo epefe e ga ke blongo fe wo lo ma ha ne ma fine ne nu boyu manye ma se ma na manye ka ni tumi ma ba mami se epiomi kan blongo ha ne ke no ko buje se ke ma keke blongo efie lo ike pe pa mi fon government ongbem ko ne enyene anyena adra ha wo ne blongo e fine.
I was one of his pulling agents, but right now I have decided not to move with him again because the things which are happening in our constituency is becoming unbecoming, and we say not to care, but seriously for me I care. This is why I'm up and standing against all this, because when we elected Yitimesa out and we brought some in, we expected him to do something. You come and tell her that my mother is not in the kitchen. My mother is not in the kitchen. But for you, don't you eat? We have needs. What I is we have needs and we have wants. Then do what you have to do later. But you are at Parliament House always talking about LGBTQ plus. When we were asking you, you were telling us that you want to hold 18 town hall to go and champion that agenda. We didn't tell you to go and champion. Why did you do the needful first? You went to a demonstration on Galamsey. Does it have effect on these people? Does LGBTQ have this effect on these people? It is even something they construct. Look at these bridges. You can watch this bridge. Why must we be suffering like this? And we should still continue to vote for you. Seriously, we are done with George. We are fed up with some George and his executive members. We are.
Yeah, ahana kasebo no ye DC na kwamwatene David ofori safo empinfo besinkunya na wadwendwe Ghana ho David
ebe komra shibedwam am se de ekoso ese parliament kwa nkwasetran ebe hwe aban dwumadi ahodo ese di
yeah
nsa aban de nhye ba ese parliament bobo ho di tumansa na ese omo nkwasetran aban hye wo no e de ne besi
mo yebetwe ho aba ye ba penfo besinkunya na wadi ho enkomo yetwe ho aba sesia
Auntie, now that I don't know what I'm over me one my busa.
Auntie Ama, if I me by your school, university.